Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, and I'm here with Keith, co-star of my upcoming film, If, only in theaters May 17th. Do you want to tell people the big news? All right, I'll do it. Sign up now and you'll get unlimited for $15 a month and 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan on us. MintMobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 equivalent to $15 per month. Unlimited over 40 gigabytes per month. Face lower speeds. Videos at 480p. Active Mint customers by 531.24 get 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan. Auto renews after 6 months. Offer ends May 31st, 2024. Separate Paramount Plus registration required. Terms and conditions apply if rated PG.
Families have a lot going on. Let Ollie help manage the mental load with new cognitive help supplements for everyone 4 and up, like delicious Lolly Focus Pops or Lolly Mellow Pops for kids. And for parents, try 3 new Brainy Chews to help you focus, chill out, or get energized. Find these cognitive health buddies for the whole fam at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is Optimal Work Daily, episode 1330. Prepare for the Unexpected Mini-Retirement by Jillian Johnsrud of JillianJohnsrud.com. And I am Dan, I'm your host and narrator here, and welcome to this Wednesday edition of Optimal Work Daily, which features a brand new author to the show, Jillian Johnsrud. So let's hear from her, and I'll tell you more about her after the post as we optimize your life. Prepare for the Unexpected Mini-Retirement by Jillian Johnsrud of JillianJohnsrud.com. In my 20s, I was let go from a job. Kinda. Or a little bit left. My position was being combined with another position, one I had no interest in nor the skill set to tackle. Either way, I was unexpectedly unemployed. It's a situation most people find themselves in at one point or another, and as typical, it was stressful and a bit sad. Bumming around the house, applying for jobs, trying to get caught up on housework, but generally feeling uninspired. That could have been the whole situation for me, except this concept of mini-retirements had been swirling around in my head for so long. So instead of moping about week after week, I felt ready-ish to take action. Since adopting our oldest son from foster care, who was then 13, we had done a few trips. A big Florida road trip with beaches and theme parks, some camping trips to Shenandoah National Forest, and many trips to the coast of Maryland. But living in the D.C. area, we hadn't made it to Montana and Glacier National Park. It was something I was desperate to show him, but the airline tickets were expensive and we never had a good reason to go. Gaps in employment are a perfect opportunity for an impromptu mini-retirement if you can find the right headspace. I had my concerns. What if someone wants to interview me and I'm gone? What if I miss out on a job? What if I spend this money and then it takes forever to find a new job? But I was also prepared. We had paid off our debt by this point and were saving 50% of our income, which meant we could live on one income for a while. Looking back at all our mini-retirements, I don't regret any of them. In hindsight, all of them were pivotal to our personal growth, business, passive income, and our relationships. But this one holds a special spot in my heart, partly because it was the mini-retirement I was most scared about. I had the most hesitation and excuses not to go, but sharing Glacier National Park, the place that was so special to me, with our son, is a memory I can never replace. How to pack. Life presents unexpected opportunities to take a step back from the 9 to 5, to focus on what matters to you. The key to realizing those opportunities is to be ready for them. I think about it like a go bag. If you have ever watched NCIS or probably any crime drama, the agents for NCIS have a go bag. It's a small duffel bag that contains a few changes of clothes, toiletries, and anything else they might need for an unexpected trip. When they need to leave at a moment's notice, they grab the bag and are off to catch their flight. When it comes to mini-retirements, there are a few things you can have ready so that at a moment's notice, you are ready to seize this unexpected opportunity. There was a new round of layoffs in the news recently. One article I saw mentioned how a married couple was both laid off while one of them was still on maternity leave with their 4-month-old baby. Undoubtedly, that adds to the stress and grief of losing a job. But knowing how magical a mini-retirement can be, a little part of me was excited for this couple. They will each receive 4 months of severance pay and 6 months of health care as part of the layoff. Being able to have at least 4 months together with their newborn might be an incredible blessing when they look back on it. If you're mentally, emotionally, and financially prepared, these hardships can be transformed into something beautiful. Here are ways you can prepare. 1. Cash. Especially during a gap between jobs, you will want to have money set aside ahead of time. When you find an unplanned career break on your hands, it's a hard time to start saving to make this mini retirement happen. Your cash bucket is also the easiest to fill when starting out. Save up to cover your baseline expenses for the time off, plus a little extra to go towards the things you plan to do during your break. 2. Plans. Finding yourself on an unexpected work break can be a little disorienting. It can be incredibly difficult to pivot from discouragement, anger, and confusion of getting laid off. When you feel stuck in those emotions, it's hard to creatively dream and imagine an incredible adventure. It's helpful if you have done the process of imagining how you want to organize that mini retirement before it happens. You can use my free 10-day intentional living course to come up with lots of ideas, goals, and dreams that would be perfect for tackling in a mini retirement. Make a note of ones that would be perfect to do over a 1 to 2 month time frame and on short notice. The more you have thought about what you want to do with this time, the more confident you'll feel embarking on this adventure. And 3, confidence. Over the last 20 years, 3 of our 7 mini retirements were short, less than 3 months, and unexpected. We didn't plan for a year in advance. Instead, a life event happened, like miscarriage, unemployment, and an adoption/rental purchase. These things are just part of life. They can be times of stress, uncertainty, and pain, but they can also be moments for joy, healing, and progress. By having a logistical plan and the savings to do it, you'll be halfway there. The other element is choosing to take action and lean into joy during hard times. Over time, mini retirement after mini retirement, you'll see how life-changing they are. You'll have confidence in the process. After creating space and being intentional about what you planned, you'll see how things flourish. The first 2 mini retirements were full of doubt. It's okay to be a little scared or unsure. Confidence and clarity come in doing. You never know. I should have had 100 opportunities to take Micah to Glacier National Park. About 6 years later, my husband and I moved to a town just outside the park. We would have gone into the park every holiday when he visited. A few months after we moved back to Montana, Micah passed away without warning. That trip to Glacier was the only one we ever had together. I had so many reasons not to take that trip. I stressed about it. I tried to talk myself out of it. I worried about taking a short break from work. All of those things I worried about, do you think I care one tiny bit about them now? No. 100 times over, I would take that trip. Of all the family trips we had with Micah, that one was the most joyful. That's the trip we still talk about. Life can be unpredictably fragile and short. You just never know. You never know if you'll have 100 other chances to experience your dream, or perhaps this is the last chance for that dream. Life changes, health changes, and circumstances change, frequently without any warning. Save the money, make a plan, and when the opportunity arises, grab your go bag and go. You just listened to the post titled Prepare for the Unexpected Mini Retirement by Jillian Johnsrud of JillianJohnsrud.com. When it comes to hiring, don't go searching for the one. Just meet your match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging. 93% of employers agree. Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. And one of the things I really love about Indeed is that it filters out those incompatible applicants. So when you're hiring, the process is much faster and you only have to consider applicants that are already likely to be a great fit. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/startup. So just go to Indeed.com/startup right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/startup. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by La Quinta by Wyndham. Your work can take you all over the place, like Texas. You've never been, but it's going to be great because you're staying at La Quinta by Wyndham. Their free Bright Side breakfast will give you energy for the day ahead. And after, you can unwind using their free high-speed Wi-Fi. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Book your stay today at LQ.com.
And thanks so much to our new author, Jillian. 15 years ago, when Jillian and her husband were married, they had $55,000 in debt. That was credit card, student loans, and medical debt. They also had some big dreams. They wanted to take, as you heard in this post, mini retirements. They wanted to travel the world, and they wanted to adopt. They wanted financial freedom, to never worry about having the money to put food on the table or pay the bills again. Jillian had grown up poor and never ever wanted to feel that way again. In the last 15 years, they paid off all of their debt, traveled to 27 countries, lived abroad for 4 years, took 5 mini retirements, adopted 4 kids, plus had 2 biological kids, and then they paid cash for their very first home and bought 2 rental properties that they fixed up themselves. They have served on boards and nonprofits, mentored kids from tough situations, and volunteered in all sorts of roles. At 32, Jillian did become financially independent, and now it's her mission to help others build a life that perfectly lines up with their values, passion, and purpose. So come by JillianJohnsrud.com for more. That's Jillian, Jillian, Johnsrud, Johnsrud. And again, a big thank you to Jillian for letting us share her work right here on the show. So that's going to do it for today's Optimal Work Daily. I thank you so much for being here and hope you'll do it again tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.